Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a water pump on this 2006 Jeep Liberty with the 3.7 liter V6 engine. And the items you'll need for this is a new water pump from 1AAuto.com, 13mm and 15mm sockets and ratchet, 16mm wrench, a drip pan, emery cloth or steel wool, a funnel with a screen, an 8mm Allen bit, and a torque wrench. Your belt is located right at the front of the engine, and the tensioner is right here. You just want to put a 15mm socket and ratchet on that tensioner and pull back on it, and that'll loosen up the slack on the belt and allow you to pull the belt off each of those pulleys. On your tensioner, you want to remove this 13mm bolt right here. And you can see Don uses a piece of pipe for some added leverage here to help break it free. And we'll just fast forward as he removes that bolt. And once the bolt comes out, the tensioner will pull right off. Remove the cap to your coolant reservoir. Your drain plug is located right here under the bumper. And using a 16mm wrench, just loosen that up. And make sure you have a drip pan underneath to collect the coolant. Lining the water pump, there's 8 13mm bolts. And we'll fast forward as Don removes these. And you want to make sure your drip pan is underneath the water pump. And then pull the water pump out.
Now using emery cloth or steel wool, clean up the surface of the block where the water pump mounts. After you do this, use a shop vac and make sure you vacuum out this area really well. Get any contaminants out of there.
Take your new water pump and put the gasket into place. And now lower the water pump down into place. And replace those 8 13mm bolts. And again, we'll fast forward as Don does this. Then you want to torque each of those bolts to 40 foot-pounds. You want to line up this indent with this bolt right here. And then once you have the tensioner in place, replace that 13mm bolt. And we'll just fast forward as Don tightens that up. Now when you go to put your belt back on, you're going to need this belt routing diagram that shows you exactly how the belt should look. You just want to follow this and make sure that your belt, once you get it back on all the pulleys, looks just like this. So just use this as a reference. And it's hard to show it, but you can see Don's going to feed the belt down into place and put it onto each of those pulleys. And once you only have one pulley left to put the belt onto, get your ratchet and put that 15mm socket and ratchet on the tensioner, pull it back, put the belt down on the last pulley, and then use the tensioner still to make sure that your belt is on each of the pulleys all the way and that there's no chance of them slipping off and that everything's in place. Once you know everything's in place, just carefully remove the socket and ratchet. Use your 16mm wrench to tighten up the coolant drain plug.
Refill your coolant reservoir with the appropriate fresh coolant. And this should take a little bit of time as the coolant will run down into the engine as well.
Replace your cap. Now you want to run your engine so the coolant goes down through the engine, and then using your 8mm Allen bit, you want to just loosen up this bleeder valve. And now your coolant's most likely been sucked down into the engine, so you can fill up your reservoir bottle again. And just replace your cap.
And from here, it's just a matter of loosening that bleeder, making sure that your reservoir is full. You'll see water will start coming out. You can see air bubbles there. That's what you're looking for. You want to get all those air bubbles out. Keep pulling the system, make sure the system's at the right level, and bleed it until all the air is out. We hope this video helps you out. Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free, 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.